Togo joins Nigeria, Benin, Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire, all of whom have agreed on the import ban of fossil fuels with high levels of sulfur. Studies by the World Health Organization have shown that sulfur is responsible for a number of health conditions, including heart disease, lung cancer and respiratory illnesses such as asthma or bronchitis.
This is a very good decision because toxic fuel causes too much damage.
The 5 countries have also agreed to upgrade the operations of their national refineries, both public and privately owned, to improve the quality of their fuel by 2020.
We often have to change the engines which are damaged by the toxic fuel, which is the fuel that is used here. And all of this really affects our work. People often have to change their car engines because of the damage.
In September last year, a report criticized 5 Swiss firms for their involvement in the exportation and sale of so-called dirty fuels in Africa, even though their sulfur levels were considered too toxic for European markets.
With that decision, we will be more watchful and insist that the government respects this commitment, because it's one thing to make that decision and it's another to implement it.
Outside of West Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda and Morocco have all increased fuel quality requirements in recent years. But better quality drives up costs, and with many nations facing severe shortages in public finances, they are wary of angering people with higher pump prices. Maria Galang, CGTN.
Nigeria's government has announced that the airport leading to the nation's capital, Abuja, will be shut down from March the 8th. That's to enable them to do a complete and utter overhaul of the existing runway there. Now, during the 6-week closure, flights will now instead be routed through Kaduna. The thing is, though, that's 200 kilometers away from Abuja. Here's CGTN's Kelechi Mekalam with more.
Key players in the aviation sector are gathered for this crucial meeting, one that would ensure the effective rehabilitation of the runway at the Abuja airport. The government says it's in a bad state and it would take weeks to get it done and safe for operation again.
It has been going in my mind that at some point, if nothing is done, we'll be in this country for a huge, huge disaster, may God forbid. I was conscious of the sheer size of dilapidation of our critical infrastructure in the aviation industry, and especially the most critical ones, such as runways, and also especially that of Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja.
The authorities are also pushing for an alternative runway in the nearest possible time, but some airline operators are opting for night repairs without completely shutting down the airport.
We believe that the runway should be either repaired at night, like what is done in other countries, and where repairs are repaired from 6 o'clock to 6 in the morning. Examples I'll give, case studies, is the Gatwick Airport. 85 years later, Gatwick Airport handles 400,000 passengers a year. Abuja only handles about 40,000, which is less than 10%. So if we have that kind of volume going through Gatwick, and Gatwick has not closed, I think we should look into it again before we move out of Abuja.
The runway in Abuja, constructed in 1982, has exceeded its design lifespan of 20 years. Government insists a total closure is inevitable due to the massive work that needs to be done. So from March the 8th, operations will cease and the Kaduna Airport, which is about 188 kilometers, would serve as alternative routes. Kelechi Mekalam, CGTN, Abuja, Nigeria.